I need you guys to share out our guest, who is Courtney. We need to share out her TikTok, her Instagram, and the Cash App. I've already put that information out in the chat. This is what we do for all of our guests, okay? This is nothing new. We make sure that our guests are comfortable because they are doing a service to us by coming to us and speaking to us. They don't have to do this, okay? So this is how we get people to come to us by showing them love, okay? Even through crazy situations, okay? So we're about to get started, guys. I interviewed a lady named Denise. Denise said that she has a daughter who passed away. Now, Miss Denise has made an accusation that the girlfriend of her daughter who passed away is the one who unalived her. There are no charges pressed against this woman. There is no police activity towards this woman or anything. The case is closed. They called it a suicide, okay? Now, you know we have to say things in a certain manner so we won't lose the lie, okay? So it's certain things y'all got to keep up. This woman is here to defend her honor. She says all lies. She's provided me with some receipts, and she want to tell her side of the story. Now, I got another co-host here. Tashana, it won't let me let you up. Courtney, it won't let me let your friend up either. It's saying that their microphone and cam are not connected. Okay, all right. So may I present to you guys our guest, and our guest is named Courtney. Oh, hello, Courtney. How are you doing?
Good. How about y'all?
I'm doing fine. Courtney, I know this is probably going to be an uncomfortable conversation, but you say you are open to having this conversation.
Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So you've already seen me and Jules from a video I sent you. We did interview Ms. Denise, and you had a lot of accusations thrown towards you.
Right.
The biggest one is you have murdered her daughter. Is this the first time you heard this from Miss Denise?
No.
Okay, so you have heard this before. Okay. So the first thing I want to ask you is, how did you meet Aaliyah?
I met her off of the exact date, I met her on February 25th, 2018. We met off of a dating app. It was called POF. And we started conversating, and then we exchanged numbers, and it went from there.
Okay, so you met Aaliyah from a dating app. Now, before the dating app, did you have any history, any knowledge, anything about her? You guys just met off the app and y'all just started dating?
Yeah, no.
Now, how long was it before you and her got into a situation where y'all was living together or y'all got really close? Was this a very quick relationship? Because I'm part of LGBT or whatever, and I do understand, especially women, we move fast. You know what I'm saying? Was this one of those situations y'all immediately just started together?
It was something like that, really and truly, because I had just got out of a relationship, so it was more so like a couple months before I even went that way with her. Just for the simple fact of her background, I had to question myself if I wanted to truly, be with this person, and just all the things that came with it, all the red flags that I seen that I should have stuck with. But hey, yeah.
Okay, now this other person up here, this is another co-host. This is Tashana. And I'm gonna introduce the people to you after a while. Because we kind of out of order, but All right. So when you first got with Aaliyah, was you aware that she had any mental health issues? Were you aware of that right away?
Yes. Well, yeah, definitely. She told me, she was very open about her life, just very open, and she opened up pretty fast, so that's why I said it didn't move too fast. It was just more so everything she was telling me was just, oh my goodness.
Oh, we got you. Okay. All right. Okay. So without going too deep, did she also make you aware of her medical situation?
Yes, ma'am. She put it in a scenario. I'll never forget it because I instantly knew what she was talking about when she gave the scenario about it. So I kind of just, after I let her, say what she had to say, but I just told her straight up, "Is this about you?" So she was very open and honest about it.
Okay, so that's a good part that we heard, that she was open and honest with you about that. So as far as Miss Denise saying that you were using that medical illness that she has as a weapon, can you speak on that?
I'm not sure what she mean by weapon.
Well,
What she's pertaining to is probably pertaining to this post that I made, which was me asking point of view, like somebody else's perspective, what would they have done or what would they do if they was in the situation that I was at that time? Like how would they feel? Just me seeking validation from others or whatever, and just really still just saying whatever and just going on with my decision of wanting to be with her.
And Courtney, at no time you ever used the medical situation against her. At no time. Even in the heat of the moment, having an argument, never used it.
I'd be lying if I said I didn't.
Fair enough. Thank you.
Now hold on, guys. Hold on. Now I'm trying to get your friend up here, but it keeps saying that either his or her mic or camera.
I don't think they're trying to come in. That's the thing. They're not trying. I just sent that link to just them because I didn't know what your YouTube was or anything. I didn't know.
They're on the wrong link. They're on the StreamYard link versus the regular YouTube link.
Well, if they're watching this, Sam, or my other friend Stone, if y'all are watching this, bro, just go to her YouTube channel.
Yeah.
It's VC Iconic. Go there.
VS.
I'm sorry. My brain. VS Iconic on YouTube, and you'll be able to chat and everything else.
And I did open up the chat. I had on members. I took it off because it's confusing people. I took it off so everybody should be able to chat. Okay, from both channels. All right, TikTok. Y'all make sure, please, somebody make sure y'all sharing out. I need to see Courtney's Cash App as well as her social medias flowing throughout the live, if you guys don't mind. And if you're on TikTok, please double tap, okay? I need you guys to do it for me.
Now.
Okay, hold on one second. Okay, I got some moderators over here already. All right, so let's get started. Okay, so far you said you met Aaliyah off of Plenty of POF. Then you said y'all did kind of get into a relationship pretty fast. And then I asked you, was you aware that
we met in February? So we got together. I asked her out in April 27th.
Okay. And you said you are aware that Ms. Denise are making these accusations towards you, and then you are aware of her illness. She was open and honest. Mm-hmm. And you said that, when you've gotten mad before, you have used that towards her as a dig towards her.
Yeah, it was out of anger. It was just like, because when she came to live with me, actually, when I met her, she was staying with a friend, a guy, and his family or whatever. So, and it was just like very, very uncomfortable for her and everything. So I asked my mom and, told her about her situation and this and that. And pretty much she came to live in with me around April, at the end of April, beginning of May.
So from February to the end of April, you two were just dating, and then at the end of April, you moved in together.
Yeah, she moved in with me.
Thea, press mute, baby. Okay, all right. So let's move into the next chapter. Okay, so the next chapter now is you and Aaliyah are getting to know each other. Now you said she came to live with you and your mother. Now, in the midst of this, were you saying, like, what are you doing here? Where's your family? Like, was you confused about having family? Like, where'd she come from?
Michigan and everything. She told me that she's been in Houston pretty much, like, not all of her life, but majority of her life. She's been in foster homes, multiple foster homes, in and out. She did go back to stay with her mom. I remember because she told me she was living in the basement of that home at the time. And then she came back to Houston, but she's also been to other places such as like Cali, Florida. She's been to New York. She's been a couple of few places actually. Louisiana. and that's where she was getting food stamps from because she had a ex-girlfriend out there, you know, so she knew a lot of different people. She knew she was very, very well known.
Now, was she well known in a good way? When you say well known, like well known in a good way or a bad way?
More so in a bad way. People, like, you know, just in a bad way. People were just trying to get to her because of, like, you know, she was pretty and she was very sexually open for whatever reason.
Yeah. Okay. Now, as you and her were getting to know each other, what was she telling you about her upbringing? That's what we need to know about. We want to know about the upbringing because it's being said she was estranged from her mom. She was estranged from her mom. We heard about some molestation stories. We heard about, you even kind of slipped up and told me a little something about the stepfather now. That they're now. So we want to get off into that. So if we could just kind of walk it down. So what did she start saying? Like, why is she the way she was?
Pretty much because she didn't have nobody. She was molested. I think she did tell me the age of around 2 or 3. I remember she told me that she, the way her mom found out about it was that she had a weenie in her mouth. So therefore her mom saw that and that's when that went that way or whatever. But I don't recall or remember.
Wait, when you say her mom saw a weenie, so she had like a hot dog?
Like she had a hot dog in her mouth, yeah, a certain.
And she was doing something to the hot dog, and the mom said, "Where did you get that from?"
Pretty much.
Wow.
Yeah, so she also pretty much she told me that because she was in and out of foster care, she really didn't have too much of a good relationship with her mom. Now I do know she did always bring up good memories with her mom about her cooking and the holidays and, you know, spending time with her siblings, you know, being with her siblings or whatever. And as far as that, but most of the majority was always bad things. She, you know, her living prostituting in Dallas, you know, one of her ex-girlfriends she was staying with in Louisiana was pimping her out. That's where that comes from. You know,
I have a question. Oh, go ahead, Tashana. I'm sorry.
Hi, everybody. During the time that that she told you about the hot dog incident, without going into too many details, did she ever tell you like her mom had a response or some adult around her had a response to what had happened to her during that time? Like, did it stand up for her?
Was there any consequences to when she found out that happened? Did her mama get that legally taken care of?
No, not that I know. She didn't tell me nothing that was legally. I mean, you know.
And not even street, like nobody from the streets or anything like that.
No.
Okay.
Did she ever say anything about her mama selling her anything like that, or getting her?
No, she did tell me her mom was a stripper at the time, and that her dad and mom, well, like her dad was way older than her mom, and that she was a dancer, and that also that I don't know if it was I think it was the dad, maybe one of her boyfriends, or it couldn't have been the stepdad. I don't recall. I don't think it was the stepdad, but that one time the dude they went to her mom's job, you know, while her mom was a dancer, and dude left her in the car for like hours or something, and he came back and then he just dropped her off, like dropped her off and then pretended like he went somewhere to scare her a little bit, I guess, and he ended up coming back. Her stories were pretty strange, like it just didn't make no sense. And then she always said that her mom's boyfriends would look at her a certain way. There was one time she tried to tell her mom about a guy, you know, in her room, wanting to touch on her, and the mom did not believe him. The mom would not believe it.
Now, Miss Denise is in the chat. I know you don't care, but I'm just making everybody aware she is in the chat.
Yeah, she is all right.
Okay, so Jules, you had something you want to say before Tashana said something?
Well, yeah, but now because she went somewhere else, so I'm going to go somewhere else on this. Courtney, were you with Aaliyah while Denise was living in Texas?
No.
Okay, so you met after the mom left Texas.
Yes.
Okay.
I have a question for
Oh.
Courtney.
All right, go ahead, Thea. We got from TikTok. You should be able to hear. Go ahead, Thea.
Hey, Courtney, I understand that you deeply loved Aaliyah. And when she confided in you with the issue of stepdad, are you speaking on the current husband Denise is married to, or are you talking about another individual?
The one she's married to.
Whoa, let's stop right there. So the
Not
one,
really.
hold on, guys. So the guy that we met that Miss Denise is currently married to, she said that he gave her weird looks and was like touchy feely.
No, no, those were her previous boyfriends, I guess. Those were the guys
Okay.
that her mama. But the one that she is married to, she told me a story that one time that he told her that she wasn't wearing an undergarment underneath her leggings or whatever. And I felt like when she told me that was pretty strange because like, why is your stepdad noticing that you don't have underwear underneath your leggings?
Right.
And
That is true. We're going to definitely ask Ms. Denise about that a little bit later on. Now, guys, make sure y'all are sharing out the social media as well as the Cash App. That's how we get people to come interview with us. We donate for their time. Money is time and time is money. Y'all know how we do it. I know TikTok, some of y'all not that familiar with me, but over here on YouTube, we know this is how we get people to come to us for entertainment. Okay. Now, Courtney.
So, Courtney.
Oh, go ahead, Thea. Go ahead, Thea.
Sorry, honey. Can you share with everyone listening the reason that Aaliyah told you that she was in foster care?
The type of person that I am, I'm just a person that, I know how to talk to people, I know how to use my words, and I know how to give off this energy where people are just naturally comfortable with me. I could meet a stranger off the street and they start telling me their whole life story, so, and pretty much I know for a fact that I felt like her safe haven, like she could really trust me with her inner, her most deepest, darkest secrets, which there are some pretty dark secrets that she did explain, like, she did tell me, although I had to question her about these things because in my mind, I wanted to know what has happened to her along the way, know, and she's been, she ran away at the age of 13 to Arizona with a guy, ended up contacting what she had. Yeah. Although even though I did see the previous interview with Miss Denise or whatever, and what she said, as far as what I'm gonna say is, Aaliyah told me that her mom blamed her for the reason why she got what she got.
Wow. So we taking notes. Now, Courtney, let me ask you this. Did Aaliyah feel like that her siblings, the younger siblings that they have now, got treated better than her? Did she ever speak of any type of jealousy? Like, wow, my mom is great to these kids, but was horrible to me. Did she ever? Because I know
she would hit her mom's stomach or hit her mom's stomach with like a water jug or something like that. She told me she threw it at her stomach while she was pregnant or whatever. But as far as anything, she did say that her mom tried to accuse her of, touching on her younger sibling. And
what?
Yeah, it was pretty messed up. I was like shocked, but yeah, pretty much she had to get away after that because that was a pretty big accusation, and she really was like hurt behind that, or some fact. But she was glad that her younger siblings did not have to go through certain things that she went through as a kid.
But she accused Aaliyah of molesting or touching or whatever her own siblings. Are they boys or girls?
They're 2 girls and 1 boy.
Okay, it's 3 of them.
I got a quick question. During the time when Aaliyah was telling you these stories, did you connect with her because you've been through some of those things with her? Because it's sometimes when you've been through those things, you can connect with people when they telling, and it's just strike a nerve inside of you. So when she was telling you, did you feel the energy of there's no way she know these things and not have been through it?
Yeah, I have plenty of stories of my own.
I'm asking you to share any because when you get comfortable enough to do it, but I know when I've been through some of those things too, so
Yeah, I've been, molested at the age, when I was younger, probably at the age of 7, 8, from by my aunt. So there was a lot of things that we had in common, but not so in common. It was just, I understood her on a more in-depth level.
Okay.
All right, so let's move the post a little bit. So y'all get together, you say y'all was living with your mother at one point. Now, because she was living with some friends, some guy friends, and she was uncomfortable with them. So how did y'all go from living with, well, someone in the chat, that's a good one, they say y'all trauma bonded, and that's, people do trauma bond. So how did y'all get from being at your mother's home to, you said y'all was living in abandoned churches and in homeless shelters?